Hi, this is Ambi from Board Game Blitz, and today I'm going to talk about Spotlight, a cooperative hidden pictures game for ages 6 and up. I got a review copy of this from the publisher. In this game, each player is going to get a board that actually has hidden picture image on it on top of a black sheet. So it's a transparency on top of a black sheet. And everyone also gets this flashlight, which is a cardboard with a white spot on it. And when you place it under the transparency and move it around, it'll show the image, which is pretty neat. My kids really like this magic flashlight, and they said it was cooler than a regular flashlight, and they were playing with this a lot when we first got the game. But there are also a deck of cards with different character images on them, or like items, and you'll be looking for all instances of that character or item in your sheet. There's a timer, so you have a minute to find all of them, to look through your picture, and the answer is on the back of the card, and you get points for how many you find, but if you go over, then you get no points. The box itself has a board inside it that you're moving around, and there's a moon character that's also moving, and like that, if that catches up to people, then you lose, but you can like move around and run away from it if you find the items. So it is cooperative, but everyone has their own figure that they're moving around the board based on how many they individually found. And there's a kind of like a catch-up mechanic where the first person can go back to let the last person go forward. So like everyone has to kind of collectively do well in order to not lose. There is also a competitive variant, which I haven't played, and there's a variant for younger kids where they can get another sand timer. My kids are 5, so they are the younger kids, but most of the time they didn't actually use the extra time. So I probably could work with kids who are even younger, because it is just finding and counting the characters. There's also variants for more advanced play. There's an app that you can download with other timers, or you can just use a 30-second timer. And then there's also a variant where you don't look in a specific quadrant. So the board has 4 invisible quadrants, and so you would be counting all of them except for that quadrant, and it has the answers of those on the back as well. You can also change the difficulty of the game by changing the spaces the moon moves each time. So with the hard difficulties, this game can also be played with adults. I was just playing the basic difficulty with my kids, but it was pretty easy with the time limit to count all of the characters most of the time. I think once I didn't get them all, but if I played with adults, I would definitely play the more challenging version, and it would be harder. So I think this game is a good like family game for parents and kids. My kids really like looking at the pictures, and they like the magic flashlight. They like finding the different characters. Sometimes they would have trouble finding all of the characters, and some of the characters look similar to other characters, so then it was hard to differentiate. But they do like counting the characters, and this is also a good game that helps my kids work on like having fun even if you don't get everything, because we're all working together, and it's not really losing if you don't get all of the characters, because you still get to move forward. So my kid was getting frustrated that he didn't count all of them, but then you still get to move forward and it's still okay, so we were able to still have fun with that. If you don't like hidden pictures games, then this game is not for you, but I think a lot of kids do like looking at hidden pictures. So for kids and families, I think Spotlight is really cool, and like this thing is so cool. Thanks again to Horrible Guild for the review copy of Spotlight. If you liked the video and found it useful, please hit the like button below. And thanks for watching Board Game Blitz. Bye.
It's not even a real flashlight.
No, it's not a real flashlight.
It doesn't all this way. There's a pumpkin.
You got a pumpkin!
Guys,